Hey guys, it's Thunder again. Uh, But today I have but today this is a quick announcement to let you know that today is Yako Film's birthday. For those who don't know, he's a YouTuber that creates movies. And most and to be honest, they are very great. The reason why because I've looked in his projects cuz he's a friend of mine and I know you guys haven't got to look at the projects. I'm not going to spoil anything, but what I can tell you is that they are great. And trust me, I know you're going to like them once they get released. Today he's at the age of 16 and I'm at the age of 17, but I'm glad he but I'm happy for him though. I hope he has a great birthday despite all the stuff going on that I don't want to mention cuz I'm sure you guys already know. But guys, there's more than but apparently I have more announcements than just that. So, right now I have two series in the works right now as I promised in my last announcement video was that I was going to continue the second season of the FNAF plushie shorts. And some but the truth is though, it's still taking its time. The reason why it's because the voice actors they still need more time, and the reason why because even though they are great voicing, they still they still have channels and they still like to make videos there and they're gotcha club like. I'm not saying that's a problem, but it's because they still like to do things on their own, which is okay. But now you kind of see why it's taking its time. It's their channels that's keeping them busy. It's because it's the well, it's because when you think about it, when you have a channel and you're making so much content almost when you're making a video once a day, it's either that the audience they love your skill and they want to see more, and you're trying to give much as you can, and you gotta appreciate that. Well, and I mean, and I'm okay with that because that shows how special a person can be. But anyways, enough with that. But but that's why the series is taking its time, and it's not anything wrong. It's just that well, I mean, I just want to let you guys. I'm just hoping you guys understand why it's taking its time. But you don't have. But the good thing is, there is a second series that's going by pretty fast, but it has to take a couple breaks. The reason why, because uh, well, because well, before I go any further, I'm gonna tell you what the series is about first, because I'm sure you guys are going like, I'm sure you guys have no idea what I'm mentioning, what I'm talking about. I mean, okay, so this series is called The Redditors. Now, what it's about, it's a comic series, 2D, not SFM, and it's about three cybernetic animals: a fox named Thunder, a bear named Flamey, and a lizard named Jacko. Now, of course, no one is quite sure what type of lizard he is or his reptilian species, but that's gonna be for you guys to figure out because I want to see what type of theories you guys are gonna start looking at and all when I make the series go forward. But when you guys are wondering, Flamey, Jacko, they sound like Gotcha Flamey 4.0 and Yako films. Do they represent your friends? Well, yes, they kind of do. But the fact is, though, they look different. The reason why, because they're separate characters. Yes, they kind of. It's like saying you're looking into my cartoon world, and this is like what you would see from me. Uh, but that, for example, Ed's world it represents three real people: Ed, Tom, Matt, and and of course you see the cartoon series animation, not for kids by the way, and you see the bunch of this crazy stuff. Now, of course, they have the same names and all, but they have different personalities, and that's what makes them separate characters. And I'm just mentioning that just so you guys could then tell the differences. Now, but the truth is, guys, I've already posted sketches, drawings, and of course, I did release a bio for one of the characters on my Instagram account. If you want to check that out, the link to the Instagram profile will be in the in the description below. Sorry, but the reason why it's taking its time because I'm having trouble posting the other two bios. For Jacko, I'm sure it's simple, but for Flamey, this is where you guys are gonna see why. The reason why the bio for Flamey is taking its time, it's not the personality. I already know what to do. It's uh, it's because Gotcha Flamey 4.0 asked for a request on the character because it kind of represents him, but in a different universe. The reason why that one was taking its, but the well, it's the request he asked for. But looking at the request, he was asking if I could change the species from instead of a full bear, half human. He wanted it half human, half bear. I trust me, it gave me a big ooh. So you could say I got a little unsure about it, but I didn't answer. I didn't answer to him yet because, of course, I try to look back to see if I can try to make that change make sense. But looking into it, I couldn't fully. I couldn't. I couldn't find anything to make it make sense in the theme, the lore, or or anything. So unfortunately, Flamey. Well, Gotcha Flamey 4.0. If you're looking at this right, if you're watching this right now, I mean, I'm I'm pretty sorry I couldn't make the change happen. But the good thing I can tell you, Gotcha Flamey 4.0 is that I was it by looking at the change. Yes, I couldn't be able to change the character because I already released its theme and all, but I can save the change. But I can hold that change request you asked to help me create a future Redditors episode. I already got it all set up. If you want to know, I can tell you on Discord. And don't worry, we don't have to do it on a voice chat because I know how much because well because maybe tech well because I know how it is for you. But so far, guys, that's all for now. But at least now you know what I'm doing in the back. And I'm sorry it's taking its time, but for a new series that's different than everything else I've done, that's why it's taking its time because I want to make sure it goes good in one shot. And I'm hoping you guys will love them as well. And and so far that and so far that's all because I gotta get going anyway. Well, guys, I guess that's all for now. And I hope you guys stay safe because with everything going on, I hope you guys are taking care. I hope you guys are doing a great job with everything you're working on, and especially my friends. And once again, Yako, happy birthday! I hope you're having a good one. And for the rest of my friends, like Gotcha Angel and Gotcha Flamey, I hope you guys are doing good. And like I said, Gotcha Flamey, I'm sorry that you had to hear this, but the truth. But like I said, even though I couldn't change the character, I'm gonna keep that request you gave me and save it for an episode. And like I said, if you want to hear the plot for the episode, I can tell you in Discord, and I can just put it in text because it's more easy for you. All right, that's all for now, guys. Stay shocking and strike forever.